beef finger ribs. It's like a mini dino rib, but it packs the same amount of flavor. You are gonna love this one. In today's episode, we are going to be doing some awesome beef ribs on the brand new Pit Boss Pro Series 4 1300. It just came out at Lowe's. I absolutely love this pellet smoker. Now, if you're like me, I'm a huge fan of the big monster beef dino ribs. But the problem with beef dino ribs is there's a price tag of about $80 to $100 assigned to those ribs. Well, I found these things called beef finger ribs. I'm going to show you how to doll them up and treat it, and it's like a mini dino rib, but it packs the same amount of flavor. And I got 2 of these racks for about 20 bucks, so definitely doesn't break the bank. So now, let's start the show. So to season these beef ribs, I'm going to be using Pit Boss's beef brisket rub. But before we season these ribs, let's take off the membrane. And I'm just going to take just a butter knife and just run it up the backside of the rib. So just lift this up. And of course, the wind has to pick up right as I'm trying to. Oh my goodness. No wind at all today. And then right whenever you want to apply rub, you get crazy wind. All right, let's get these on the pit. I already have the pit fired up. Goal is to get it to about 275. That is pretty good there. I'm going to take a pan, and this pan is going to have multiple uses, but right now we're just having this as almost like a water tray. I'm going to pour some water in there. I'm going to put the ribs right on top. Take our back rib, whoop, rib number 2, right here. So smoker is set to 275, and we'll check back on these ribs in about 30 minutes. It's been a half hour. Let's check on these ribs. Starting to see some nice color on there. I'm just going to lightly spritz them down with some water. That's just going to reintroduce some moisture back into them. So we'll let them bathe in smoke for another 30 minutes. All right, it's been another half hour. Looking good. Do another spritz down with some water. Let's let them bathe in smoke for about another half hour. Been another half hour. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's nice. So I'm just going to hit it up one last time, just with a little bit more water. So now let's get these wrapped. All right, now we're going to take these ribs and put them in something I like calling the butter bath. What you're going to need right now is some heavy-duty gloves, because we're going to take out that aluminum foil tray from the smoker, and then we're going to use that to put the ribs in and then wrap it up. Follow along, because this recipe is delicious. All right. So that's good. Let me just close this up. I have 2 sticks of unsalted butter. I have some honey. I have some brown sugar. So the first thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to take the butter, and then I have this butter cutter. Boop. Look at that. Boom. Put this down, and it turns it into these thin strips of butter. And I'm just going to kind of stack the butter like this. Just put it right here and here. All right, now I'm going to take some honey. Get a good drizzle going. Take some brown sugar. So very good. I'm going to place them meat side down, so I want those bones sticking up. There's another one. Just like that. And I'm going to take some more of our honey and then top it off with brown sugar. All right, I got some aluminum foil. Put this right on top. And now these are gonna go back in the smoker. All right, now we're at the home stretch. I'm gonna give that about 1 hour. Then we're gonna pull them, give them a light sauce. Once that sauce is set, let them rest and we're gonna dig in. It's gonna be good. So we will tune back in about 1 hour. All right, it's been an hour. Let's go get those ribs out. Be very careful. It's gonna be crazy hot. But look at all that beautiful pullback. And then when you probe them, they're just going to be in that ballpark of about 200. But now I just want to get a light glaze on them. So let me get these back in the smoker. Okay. Rack 1. Number 2. I'm going to put our water tray back under. Got a little barbecue sauce here. This is a candy jalapeno. Little sweet, little heat, but oh man, this is gonna be good. It's probably gonna take about 20 minutes for that glaze to tack up, but we're gonna be eating good. All right, check on these ribs. Ooh, look at the color on that. And you know the sauce is set when you actually touch it and that barbecue sauce doesn't come off on your finger. So these are good. Let's pull them, let them rest. Ooh, we're going to be eating good. Oh, man. As hard as it's going to be, we're going to let these rest for about 20 minutes. Then we're going to carve in, so we'll tune back in then. Ooh. All right, they are done resting. Let's carve in. Let's go with this first. And you're getting a massive smoke ring on there. And just the glaze on this thing. Oh man, these are so good. Oh man. Without further ado, let's go in for a little taste test. I'm telling you, that butter bath with the honey and the brown sugar, it just takes this beef flavor just through the roof. All right, guys, that was awesome. If you have any questions, do leave them in the comment section. Do consider subscribing to this YouTube channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Girl Sergeant out.